Dakada, Yagana Toke, Ibom Akwa Ibom, you know it. Akwa Ibom, I do our own. Opportunity and I'm so, my brother, sister, from Dakada, oh, Akwa Ibom, I do our own. She don't hear now, sir. Me photo run on to you, tea, correct, when from Dakada, oh, Akwa Ibom, I do our own. Abodo na mubogo mwenye murwa na mutemo konsa Indie kem dakada Akwa Ibom, ado ao Eyang ninidiana o Yangiana toke Ilakida kenyo Oro state yemi komo Enginidio Face like no Dakada Yangiana toke Dakada Akwa Ibom, Akwa Ibom, ado ao. I'm telling you, every day is not the same. Today, not today, no time to play. Nakadam bok, no delay. Yamutam nam for the day. I thank the Lord for giving me a state like Akwa Ibom. I say something, Akwa Ibom, I do our own.
Every opportunity in life begins on a clean slate, like the mind of a young school beginner. Whatever is written on life's slate is the choice of the person who owns it. The world will always mirror and review one's contribution or otherwise at every station of life. Whatever one writes on his blackboard will forever be stenciled in the memory of humanity for posterity. Conscious of this fact, many dedicate their lives for the betterment of humanity, cost what it costs, and posterity has always been fair to men of goodwill. The performing governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, fits into this frame. From his first port of call in private practice and a flourishing shot in the private sector, Mr. Udom Emmanuel has sustained a cruise on the path of excellence and passion for service delivery. This passion was moved wholesale into governance when destiny opened its doors for him with both hands in 2015. To Governor Udom Emmanuel, every government has the responsibility to promote good governance by designing, formulating, and implementing policies and programs targeted at improving citizens' well-being and promoting stability in the polity. Like the famous entrepreneur and corporate governance advocate Sir Adrian Cadbury once said, corporate governance is concerned with holding the balance between economic and social goals and between individual and communal goals. The governance framework is there to encourage the efficient use of resources and equally to require accountability for the stewardship of those resources. Governor Emmanuel has impressed passengers and crew members of Flight Akwa Ibom State as the chief occupant of the cockpit that it is possible to use a state's resources coupled with ingenuity to improve the economy of the state and standard of living of her citizens. Mr. Udom Emmanuel campaigned for the position of Governor of Akwa Ibom State on a platform to bring industrial revolution in the state. With a little over a year left in his tenure, the state has witnessed profound industrial, social, and economic transformation, as well as the administration's disposition to peace and tolerance, which has made Akwa Ibom one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria.
Came to Akwa Ibom for one reason, and I said it before. It was carefully chosen because of the peace that you have managed to maintain in Akwa Ibom. We want to signal to the rest of the Niger Delta and the rest of Nigeria that there is something to be gained from maintaining the peace. That's why we have come here.
In an era Where good governance is measured by the popularity and acceptability of a leader, Governor Emmanuel has distinguished himself as a technocrat whose vision for social, economic and infrastructural development is that of sustainability and longevity.
We also recognize the fact that the key drivers of industrialization are the quality of infrastructure on the ground and, of course, peace and security, since investors will not go to a place that is unsafe and insecure. We thus began in our state the strategic and careful plans to provide world-class infrastructure through land, sea, and air.
One of the governor's bold imprints is in attracting foreign direct investments to Akwa Ibom State, a feat which attracted the attention of the National Bureau of Statistics, ranking the state second only to Lagos State. From the King's Flour Mill to the Metering Solutions Manufacturing Company, Jubilee Syringe and Manufacturing Company, Ibom Agricon Rice Mill, St. Gabriel's Virgin Coconut Oil Factory, the Lion Plywood and Timber Manufacturing Factory, as well as the Ibom Airline Company, the only airline company in Africa owned by a state government.
The only airline that is very disciplined. Twice, they dropped me for coming late. In fact, the worst was that I saw them shutting down the door and they could not even take it. So it takes a man that is focused to build up such a system.
These factories, located in various local government areas in the state, provide massive employment opportunities for the youths in those communities, as well as other Nigerians. The ability to establish and/or attract the partnership deals with investors to bring about these industries at such a very difficult time of global and economic recessions is hinged on the foresight, the ingenuity, and the credibility of the man at the helms of affairs of the state.
I want to congratulate Governor Udom Emmanuel by providing the means by which those who want to do business can come here, and by ensuring that the infrastructure is first class. And then, of course, we have good roads. We have the roads that enable people to come here. But as I always say, the best that Nigeria has to offer is its people. It's friendly, loving, and warm people. And so all of our investors look forward to coming to Nigeria. And I know that they look forward especially to come to Akwa Ibom.
To Vice President Yemi Osinbajo and others, Governor Udom Emmanuel is a visionary who is committed to the betterment of his people. The President of the 9th Senate, Dr. Ahmed Lawan, during the commissioning of the 25-kilometer dualized Uyo-Ikorekpene Highway, described Governor Udom Emmanuel as a man of justice, unity, peace, progress and development, who has demonstrated to Nigerians that the business of development must be on all tiers of government.
Your Excellency, you are truly Nigerian. You are a Nigerian. You are a man, a governor, a leader who believes in the unity of Nigeria. Every word that you utter is always that patriotic, that reasonable and purposeful. You believe that people in this country, regardless of their ethnic, religious or geopolitical dispositions, must unite to move Nigeria forward.
The governor is touching on all the sectors that move Akwa Ibom not only forward, to as one of the best states in this country. All of us know it is not propaganda, it is what you see that you can talk about. Is that not correct? It's not what you see you talk. All of us have seen, not that we are told. Sin is what? God has blessed this state by giving us someone like Udom Emmanuel.
A trademark project of the governor's, which earned him widespread approval while being a national sensation, was the launching of Ibom Air, a state-owned airline, making Akwa Ibom the first state in the country to achieve such an exploit. All Akwa Ibomites became ambassadors for Ibom Air, amplifying its professionalism and timeliness in comparison to tenured airlines in Nigeria. Great leaders leave imprints in the sands of time. And this can be said of Governor Udom's unprecedented move to commission the state-owned airline, Ibom Air. The then Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, some governors and other eminent personalities believe this feat is tied to demonstration of excellent leadership, which Governor Udom Emmanuel represents.
Today we celebrate the audacity of hope. Today we celebrate where a man has a dream for his people and he does not stop until that dream is realized. Because today what he has done, he has shown that every time he's thinking about his people. How can I make life better for my people? How can I bring investment to my state? How can I improve governance? And how can I provide leadership? I congratulate you. We are proud of you in the PDP family, and you are one of us.
I congratulate you, my brother, for all of the wonderful work you have been doing in all of the facets of life of the people of Akwa Ibom State. In infrastructure, you are there. In education, you are there. In healthcare, you are there. In agriculture, you are there. In empowerment, you are there. Human capital development, you are there. Now, you are here on aviation.
The Ibom A is what we may call as a classic or locus classicus for any A operation in Nigeria today. And I will urge Udom Emmanuel, His Excellency, don't just feel satisfied in your state. If there's any way you can, because wherever this government, like the Chancellor said, the government is all of us. Whatever thing, just stay in your domain and just say you achieve, and that's it. You can also let it be translated nationally and otherwise.
An endorsement is a form of encouragement and certification, especially when it comes from highly credible and unbiased sources who have immunity from the maneuver and influence of self-seeking politicians. Some of these accolades on Mr. Emmanuel have come from reputable diplomats and ambassadors from other parts of the world.
We cannot succeed alone. We have to succeed together. All that we do depends on you. So, in honor of your governor, I ask that you give a round of applause.
A popular tune sung by many people in Akwa Ibom is the stability of peace in the state. As people who witnessed insurrection, insecurity, cult clashes, kidnappings, murders and robberies prior to Governor Udom Emmanuel's administration, they unequivocally acknowledge that a peaceful environment is essential for social, political, and economic development. The governor took a major step to combat this by banning cultism in the state, granting amnesty and rehabilitation programs for repentant cultists, and recently introducing the grassroots mobilization project called the Maintain Peace Movement. This peace has been acknowledged by well-known people across the country, one of which is the Vice President of the nation, Professor Yemi Osinbajo.
The peace, tranquility, and hospitality which the state is known for is the envy of many states. And it shows you what can be achieved in our nation when we decide to put in the work that is required.
The peace enjoyed in Akwa Ibom can be attributed to Governor Udom's interest in providing resources and infrastructure for the security agencies in the state. Recently, the Inspector General of Police, Alkali Usman, at the commissioning of the newly constructed Special Protection Unit at Akwa Ibom, described it as a legacy that demonstrates the commitment of the governor to the security of the state. He poured praises on Governor Udom for his efforts in addressing critical infrastructural deficits affecting the operations of the Nigerian police.
To honor this invitation of His Excellency Governor Udom Emmanuel, the amiable Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, to this landmark ceremony, which marks the commissioning of the modern or ultra-modern, purposefully constructed and an expensive facility which is to be utilized as the operational base of the Special Protection Unit. This project, which was initiated and wholly executed by Akwa Ibom State government, is the second of such to be commissioned under my leadership as Inspector General of Police.
Another major landmark achievement in road infrastructure that has attracted accolades to the governor is the construction of the 1-kilometer flyover, which has ushered in a new era for residents and business people as it connects the state capital, Uyo, to Abak and 18 local government areas, hence boosting the social and economic activities and easing the movement of goods and services. This notable feat was commended by the former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, who spoke glowingly about Governor Udom Emmanuel.
I am very, very happy that you have not let me down. And you have not disappointed the good people of this state. What you have here, 1 kilometer of flyover, is worth celebration anywhere in the world.
A goldfish has no hiding place, and that is why since his assumption of office, encomiums upon encomiums have been poured on Mr. Udom Emmanuel, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, for his unprecedented economic, social, and industrial developmental drive in the state. Many renowned Nigerians and foreigners who visit Akwa Ibom State are in constant awe of the fast-paced rate of development in the state, and as such, extol his leadership qualities. The former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, who came to the state, was astounded at the milestone development Akwa Ibom State has recorded under the administration of Governor Udom Emmanuel. He described Governor Udom Emmanuel as a focused and very disciplined professional who has brought massive development to Akwa Ibom State.
You have a situation whereby they have already gone past the stage of being civil service long ago. This is fast becoming an industrial hub for this whole region. But unlike other areas that have industries and companies functioning, the infrastructures are first class. And that is why you have all these big factories there functioning, employing people, employing labor, providing labor, because everything works.
Our visit here to Akwa Ibom State has been a very, very big eye-opener to what good governance is all about in Nigeria. This visit, I would say, is a major handshake across the Niger, and I believe that, from what we have heard and what we have seen, you are truly the Nostradamus of our time. That is the man who saw tomorrow.
We have seen several projects already in less than 24 hours. We have many more to see, but already there are some unforgettable scenes. Beginning with the tower, the Dakar Tower, the most, the smartest building in Nigeria. This one, I wish it were in my state. And also the highly futuristic international airport built to accommodate 1 million passengers a year with all the state-of-the-art and the smartest security and navigational and transportation and all other facilities. Honestly, if one had not seen it, it would have been difficult to hear and believe that there was such a project.
As we came in, we've been visiting projects from one project to another. We have not rested. And I can tell you, seeing is believing.
Governor Udom has continued to receive accolades for his visionary and selfless leadership from several groups across the country. One of such is the Coalition of Northern Groups. The group, which is drawn from the 19 states in the northern part of the country, had admonished Nigerian leaders to adopt the peace model of Governor Udom Emmanuel in Akwa Ibom State as a panacea for security and development of the nation.
What he has done here is to show Akwa Ibomites that it is everything is possible, and this should go across board, across the 36 states of Nigeria, that it doesn't just end at constructing roads. You need developmental issues are beyond just tying roads and make a lot of noise about it. This is happening in Akwa Ibom and we never even get to hear about it. It shows the man is not a noisemaker but rather a performer, and this is laudable. We are going to take this across northern Nigeria to show to our people that people are actually working somewhere else.
I've been here for 2 days now and I must say I'm highly impressed at Akwa Ibom. I don't think you guys even know how to show off yourself, because if you are the kind of people that do show off, it's supposed to be a place where so many people come from far and near just to see a glimpse of what is going on here. But then I'm impressed because we've been to so many companies, some of your production centers like the flour, the coconut making industry and so forth, even the hospitals, the roads, they are all good. And then this one now I think is the top notch of all of this. So I'm impressed and I highly commend Governor Udom Emmanuel for doing a great job for the great people of Akwa Ibom. You people will never forget, and of course you appreciate him for doing something good. If you have 1, 2 or 3 more states like this in the country, of course Nigeria will be great.
Akwa Ibom, rising.
Governor Udom Emmanuel took office with a clear vision to industrialize Akwa Ibom State. Milestone by milestone, he's bringing that vision to life through massive investments in quality education, accessible healthcare, agriculture and infrastructure, new roads and bridges linking communities to opportunities, facilities designed for the world's leading businesses, and factories established through partnerships to create jobs and add value to the economy. We're building a bright, inclusive future where Akwa Ibom stands as the gateway to the region and the hub for West Africa. We're committed to that vision, and we're well on our way to arriving at that destination.
Akwa Ibom. Amen. Madakanda.
Akwa Ibom, rising.
The Dakada philosophy, with which Governor Udom Emmanuel kickstarted his tenure in 2015, is one that ignited hope and optimism to be a part of collective resurgence to keep hope alive in the face of adversity. It was meant to revive creativity, excellence, innovativeness, integrity, and hard work in the people of Akwa Ibom. Prominent Akwa Ibom people who had achieved amazing feats in their various disciplines were projected to inspire others to pursue their dreams and bring a change to their communities. Governor Udom Emmanuel has demonstrated that good governance is still attainable thanks to his ability to maintain a close government-citizen participatory governance relationship, a strong sense of accountability and responsibility, as well as an inclusive and equitable governance style. Akwa Ibom State has been introduced to a new era of industrialization, infrastructural development, wealth creation and stability. because of the foresight and commendable leadership qualities of the visionary leader, Governor Udom Emmanuel. All of these are testaments to the fact that Governor Udom Emmanuel, in all his stations of life, has impressed with an unprecedented clean slate. He has done well in all ramifications. However, no matter how glorious the past was, the future will always be better. A brighter future awaits Governor Udom Emmanuel. Step forward for a wonderful role, man of the people.
Akwa Ibom, rising.